Okay, I'm going to walk through this and work the problems out. We learned today that an inscribed angle is equal to half of its intercepted arc, and an intercepted arc is equal to twice the inscribed angle. So on number 1, it asks us to find the measure of arc AC. This is the arc symbol right there. Okay, so arc AC starts here and goes to here. It is a minor arc, so it's the shortest distance between the two of them. So the angle that it intersects is this angle right here. So it says that the arc is twice its intersecting angle. So it's going to be twice the measure of angle ABC. So therefore it is 2 times 36 degrees. So the answer is going to be 72 degrees. For number 2, it asks us to find the measure of angle N. Here's N. That means the vertex is N. So the angle is this direction here. The part of the circle that it intersects is this part right here, which is 62 degrees. And it says that the angle is equal to half the intersected arc. In this case, the arc's LK or KL. So I'm going to take half of that. So 62 degrees divided by 2 is going to leave me 31 degrees from my angle. For number 3, it's back to arc. So the arc is twice the angle. So it's going to be 2 times the angle. So arc starts at point Q, goes past point S to get to point R. So the angle that's inscribed is angle QPR, which is 113 degrees. So that goes to that arc. So it's going to be twice the measure of angle QPR. So therefore it's going to be equal to 2 times 113 degrees, which means my answer is 226 degrees. So again, an inscribed angle is equal to its intercepted arc measure divided by 2, and the intercepted arc is equal to 2 times the measure of the inscribed angle. Alright, now the second thing that we went over was about two arcs that are two angles that intersect the same arc. So our theorem says if two angles intercept the same arc, then the two angles are equal, are congruent. So for number 4, for angle U, that means the vertex is here at U. So we're talking about this angle right here, which means that it intersects arc TW. Now, if you notice, angle V, which is right here, is also intersects arc TW. So the theorem says that if they intersect the same arc, then they're congruent. So that means angle U and angle V are congruent. So that means this angle U is equal to the measure of angle V, so that means it equals 30 degrees. Angle T is in the same one. Here's angle T. That angle goes this way, so the arc that it intersects is arc UV. Angle W, right here, goes this direction, and it also intersects arc UV. So that means that T and W are also congruent. So that means that this number, 3x plus 4, is equal to 2x plus 9. So the first thing I'm going to do is set the two things equal to each other. So the measure of angle T is equal to the measure of angle W. So 3x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 9. Solve for x. That means I get all my x's together on one side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 2x, leaving me x plus 4 is equal to 9. Then I'm going to move forward to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 4. So I'm going to get x equals 5. Now, since it wants the measure of angle T, I'm going to have to go back and plug it into the 3x plus 4. So the measure of angle T is equal to 3x plus 4. So that means I have 3 times 5 plus 4. So I have 15 plus 4, which is equal to 19 degrees. And that's your final answer. Numbers 6 and 7 are similar to that. On number 6, they want us to do the measure of angle A. So angle A goes this way, and it's the 6y minus 2. That intersects this arc BC. Angle D also intersects arc BC, so therefore they're equal. So that means the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle D. So this angle is congruent to this angle. So therefore 6y minus 2 is equal to 5y plus 8. Solve for y, so that means I need to get my y's on one side of my equation. So I'm going to subtract y. That leaves me y minus 2 equals 8. Then I put my numbers on the same side of the equation by adding 2. So y is equal to 10. They want the measure of angle A. So the measure of angle A is 6y minus 2. So I'm going to have 6 times 10 minus 2. So I have 60 minus 2, which is 58 degrees. And that's the answer for number 6. For number 7, I've got angle C, which is right here. So my angle goes this direction, meaning it intersects arc AD, and that is going to be 7x minus 11. And then my other angle that also intersects ABB is this angle right here, which is angle B, and that is my 6x minus 3. So this angle is congruent to this angle. So the measure of angle C is equal to the measure of angle B. So 7x minus 11 is equal to 6x minus 3. Again, I'm solving for x, so I'm going to put my x's on one side of the equation. So we get x minus 11 is equal to negative 3. Then I'm going to move my 11 over with the negative 3 so that all my plane numbers are together. So I'm going to get x equals 8. To find the measure of angle C, I plug it back in. So I plug it into 7x minus 11. So I'm going to have 7 times 8 minus 11. So I'm going to have 56 minus 11 is equal to 45 degrees. And that is my answer.